views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Happy New Year. Here we go. It's a brand new year. It's another day, another way. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. Welcome to Open BXRX, and we've got it going on for you. It's another show. Coming up on today's show, check it out. We'll hear from a board member of one of our borough's leading environmental groups about an important project and its long-term impact on the High Bridge community. After that, we'll speak to a nutritionist and supervisor for a major health organization that will share major health tips on eating healthy this holiday season. Then we'll learn about how our singer's journey from his home country to the U.S. has influenced his music, and then highlight his latest single release. And then Bobby C is here. He has the latest in the world of sports. And then finally, we'll dive into the details of the various services and organizations offering children and adults within our community. Got a whole lot in store for you. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Let's have fun. I'm the Doc Bob Lee, and we're wide open. Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS and BronxNet TV. You're watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, our next guest is a board member for the Bronx Council for Environmental Quality and coordinator for the Harlem River Working Group. And he joins us today to speak about an important project impacting the High Bridge community. So please welcome to the show, Chauncey Young. Chauncey, welcome.
Hey, Bob. Thank you so much for having me today.
Chauncey, tell us about the wonderful organization that you're working with and all the wonderful things that you guys are doing.
Sure. So I help coordinate the Harlem River Working Group, and I also sit on the board of the Bronx Council for Environmental Quality, BCEQ. And we were celebrating 2 weeks ago today the reopening of the High Bridge step streets that connect the High Bridge, New York City's oldest standing bridge and a pedestrian-only bridge, to the Harlem River waterfront. These step streets were built in the 1890s, so they are definitely a fixture. And harken back to a time when the High Bridge was really one of the wonders of New York City and the Northeast. Folks came from around the country to go to the High Bridge, and the way that folks got to the High Bridge was mainly by the water. And the way that most people came up to the High Bridge was from these steps.
I tell you, history. So they repaired a lot of the stuff that needed work, and now it's a sight to see.
They've been renovated. They were officially opened with Parks Department, with our Parks Commissioner, our Bronx Borough Parks Commissioner, the Bronx Borough President, Ruben Diaz Jr., and our current council member, Vanessa Gibson, who is, of course, our Bronx Borough President-elect. All were there celebrating in conjunction with Senator Serrano and all of our Bronx electeds in the High Bridge neighborhood all supported this project. It took over $6 million to reopen these steps because of the historic nature of the steps. And it's really the first step to reconnect the High Bridge neighborhood and the Bronx to the Harlem River waterfront. There is an existing greenway just at the base of those steps that connect Depot Place to our state park, Roberto Clemente State Park, and in the future will connect us with the daylighting of Tibbetts Brook up to Van Cortlandt Park and to the New York Empire States Trail. So this is a really important project in a sense, one piece of a larger project, but also the historical context of the
I like
steps
that
themselves.
step. First step connected everything else together. I like that. So, what role is the Bronx Council of the Environmental Quality playing with this?
So Bronx Council for Environmental Quality and the Harlem River Working Group are helping coordinate all the different projects on the waterfront. The actual fundraising took place before BCQ was involved. It was actually when I was a part of the High Bridge Coalition, which was the community group representing both the Bronx and Manhattan that raised money to reopen the bridge itself and raise money for the steps. But since we raised the money, it was when we created the Harlem River Working Group, and BCQ has been a key stakeholder organization looking at the entire length of the Harlem River, as with the working group itself, which is a coalition of community groups and parks groups and elected officials along the length of the river.
Sounds like a good group of people that have come together. I know a lot of the elected officials who have come together to help out with the project and support the project. What are some of the goals that you guys are looking forward to?
Ideally, with that greenway that we're really looking at, having a designated greenway path from Randall's Island all the way up to Van Cortlandt Park and connecting to the Hudson River, that's one piece. We're looking at making water connections too, because right now in the Bronx, there's no way for community members to go out and get out on a kayak or canoe and just enjoy the water. We don't have any docks or boathouses other than in the state park, and that's only there's no programming happening there on a regular basis. So these are things that we'd like to change. We're also working with the federal government. The Bronx River and Harlem River are part of the Urban Waters Federal Partnership, where federal partners, including USGS, EPA, all the federal agencies are supposed to be working with community members and elected officials to help clean and improve access to the water. So those are big provisions.
Time now. I remember taking a canoe ride. They wanted me to check it out and take a look at all the cleanup that has been done over the years. And I think it could have been your organization that had those canoe rides. Is that right?
It was probably Bronx River Alliance, which we work very closely with on the Bronx River. Yep. So both Bronx River and the Harlem River Project are both part of the Urban Waters Federal Partnership. And we do canoe trips on the Harlem River, but not to the extent that they do on the Bronx River, because they have their own canoes. They also have a wonderful program with Rocking the Boat, which does rowing programs on the Bronx River, and they actually design sailboats. A credible program we'd love to bring back to the Harlem River in the future.
Where can we go for more?
So you can go to harlemriverworkinggroup.org or harlemriverrenaissance.org. Both of those links go directly to our plans. You could also go to bcq.org. Both are websites. You can always give me a call on my cell phone too. I always throw that out. That's fine. 212-203-1171. My number is public. It's fine. We're always looking for folks who want to get connected with the waterfront. Give me a call.
Hey, thank you so much, Chauncey. Chauncey Young, board member for Bronx Council for Environmental Quality and coordinator for the Harlem River Working Group. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, have a great day. We'll take a break right here. More Open coming up next.
We built a media network for you.
BronxNet TV.
Come learn in your new state-of-the-art studios at Lehman College.
At Mercy College.
And coming soon to the South Bronx in the Hub.
Inspire with your stories, culture, history.
Your Bronx on BronxNet.
Engage with us.
Connect with us at your channels and at bronxnet.tv.
Learn, engage, inspire. BronxNet TV.
From the Bronx
to the world.
BronxNet.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. We have another fantastic show in the works for you. You all watching Open. Thank you. We appreciate you and we love you. Our next guests are the supervisor for Acacia's Network for Food and Nutrition Services program at the Casa Maria Community Health Center and the program's registered dietitian. They join us today to highlight the services that they are offering with their meal plans focused on low-income New Yorkers who have underlying health conditions. So please welcome to the show, Lucy Colon and Lyona Chandran. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How you feeling today?
Good, good. Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you for coming on because we want to find out all about what you guys are doing because we heard that people were talking about the great work that you're doing in our community. So please tell us about your food and nutrition program first.
So our food and nutrition program is a Ryan White program. And it's basically to address food insecurities and comorbidity diagnosis. So our clients who are due come in and do an intake process, and that's where we assess also if they have any other needs besides nutrition so that we can link them to other services. The next step after that is they get a nutritional assessment with our registered dietitian, Miss Lyona Chandran, and she'll be able to explain to you her process next.
Okay, Lyona.
So basically, once their client has been approved into the program, I meet with them individually to discuss their health issues and their meal planning. So of course, every single one of our clients come from different ethnic backgrounds. I could have someone who's Hispanic, Jamaican, it's across the board. So we definitely take that into consideration as well. And each meal is customized according to their favorite foods, their ethnic foods, and their health condition.
Wow. How did you guys start the program? How long has it been in operation?
The program's been in operation going on 2 years, and it was actually developed through the planning board for the New York State Department of Health. And they have many consumers on their board. And this is one of the concerns that the consumers had was the food insecurities, the inability for their clients to get wholesome, fresh foods, organic food, and the other fact that sometimes it's unaffordable. If they get SNAP benefits, they have to stretch them out for 30, 31 days. You might decide to eat a cheeseburger versus a healthy salad because a cheeseburger might be cheaper than a healthy salad. So it's actually giving them the extra funds because they get a weekly voucher of $60. It's in a gift card. And we shop at Aldi's because Aldi tends to give a lot of organic food and their prices are very reasonable. So $60 can go a long way there. And this way we're able to introduce them to fresh fish, to leaner meats, to whole grains and more fruits and vegetables, and trying to eliminate the carbohydrates, the high sodium, the high sugar levels. So that's the goal.
Healthy eating, healthy living. And I just, I think I read on the radio the other day that the governor had, Governor Kathy Hochul added more to the SNAP program, extended it in some way. So look for that to come down the pipe. Lyona, does your organization encourage clients looking to maintain healthy eating habits to get the COVID vaccine booster shot?
So the whole idea with the healthy eating with the COVID vaccine is basically your immune system. That's what we want to emphasize on, especially with HIV clients too, the key is to increase your fresh fruit, your fresh vegetables, get all the antioxidants in. And sometimes, certain fruits and vegetables are more expensive than the canned, right, or frozen. So we try to get them to do like blueberries, pomegranate, all the things that are a little bit more pricier. This extra $60 goes a long way to help increase food to enhance your immune system.
Yeah. What are some of the ways that people can, maintain a healthy eating, healthy living habit within your organization, and besides some of those foods that you mentioned?
So I think it gets really tricky. I mean, there's so much out there, right, with all the different diets and what to do and what not to do. But I think if you stick to three main things, and that's water, fruit, vegetables, you can't go wrong, because that's mainly the key to balance. If you have your 8 cups of water a day, your 5 servings of fruit and vegetables per day, you pretty much know you're set. But what we tend to do is have so much of fast foods or meats and carbs, and we forget the vegetables, we forget the fruit. Sometimes we can go an entire day without a single fruit, and we don't think about that. So if we keep 3 things in place every day, fruit, vegetables, water, you're going to be in a good place.
Yeah, and it's kind of tough for the holidays. Everybody's cooking, and there's all kinds of food.
Yeah.
There's arroz con pollo and all this stuff going on.
All the good stuff.
Culture you're in, there's always some good food going on that strays away from a lot of those fruits and vegetables.
Sure. And we know we're going to a holiday party. We know we're going to have that big dinner. So I always tell the clients that breakfast that day and that lunch, keep it light. Have a good oatmeal in the morning, do a light salad for lunch or even a soup. And then you can, leave room for that big dinner. And then after the dinner, turn on some music, burn those calories, put on your dancing shoes, dance the night away. Instead of doing the 3rd serving or the 4th, dance the night away and burn it off.
What do you think, Lucy?
I agree with her. And we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from our clients. They're becoming more engaging. Some are volunteering to actually work with the new clients coming in and to do accompany them to the shopping. They're being very engaging in our groups. We have weekly groups. So we have a very small group that's in the office because, of course, of social distancing, but we have a lot of them that link into the Zoom. And actually that's becoming they're so enthusiastic and so excited about their progress that they want to share their progress with the other ones that are coming in now, which is just awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think you guys, go ahead, Ayana.
Oh, I was going to say, this program is so much more than a $60 per week of shopping for food to fill your plate. We introduce foods that they've never tried before, things like Gouda cheese, or how to dress your salads with tangerines and cranberries and walnuts, using agave instead of Splenda sugar.
I like agave. It's a natural sweetener that more people should know about, because that sugar is really, it's bad.
And that corn syrup.
It's sweet, but the corn syrup. Oh,
that's like a whole nother topic.
But I like what you guys are doing at Acacia. The dietitians are creating individually tailored meals for participants, and I think that's right up. That's what people want. They want to feel normal. They want to eat what
they're used to and what they're like. I come from an Indian background. It's very hard for me to have a salad every single day.
Yeah.
And it's not just so I can understand how in every different culture, food is such an important part of our daily lives. We have to somehow find the healthier options and tweak it so that we can enjoy and not be guilty every time we eat.
Yeah. Lucy, anything coming up that we should know about?
Well, again, we're getting a lot more of our clients who are now becoming peers who are going to further educate our clients, which is great. And we are excited. We're getting a lot more clients in. So our network is growing. And at the same time, when they come to our program, if they're not connected with other services they may be needing, they get linked to other services within Acacia that can help them with that. So we're like a full service station, everything, it's not just coming in for nutrition. We want to make sure that everything is taken care of and that we're here for whatever their needs are.
Yeah. Do people come back and want to contribute to what you guys are doing, or?
Yes, we get a lot of
only-
clients that like to volunteer. We get a lot of our peers that do other programs, but there are a lot of the contracts that allow for peers to come on board and actually work under Acacia. They're the first to actually jump in and get those opportunities, which is great.
And we actually had a client last week that came back to do the nutrition group to show all the different foods that he's been cooking at home.
Wow.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Facilitated with Iona, which was great.
Yeah. And he had an amazing cheese platter. So it's mind blowing. It's great. I'm happy for them. It's been a huge progress. And we're excited to see it to continue to grow.
Well, listen, thank you for your service and thank you for helping others get what they need out of life. That right there is important.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, what are you preparing today? What are you cooking today?
We're saving it for Saturday.
Yes.
There you go. All right, give us the website where we can go for more information on all the wonderful things that you guys are doing in our community.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you. To everyone, happy holidays.
What's the website?
Oh, it's acacianetwork.org.
acacianetwork.org.
Yeah, you go in there and then there's the linkages. You can just go and there's what we call Referral MD. The Referral MD will connect them to our nutrition program and any other services they may need.
Lucy Colon, Supervisor, Acacia's Food and Nutrition Services, and Lyona Chandran, Nutritionist. See the bell rang. That means it's time to go to class. Here we go. Thank you for teaching our class.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. All right, we'll take a break right here. We've got more Open coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and you're watching Open. I have a friend. His name is Cosme. He's a singer, songwriter, producer. He lives in Queens by way of Cape Verde. That's off the coast of West Africa. And they said it's an island out there, and it's like the island of Jamaica. Yeah, man, and all that kind of stuff, right? Cosme, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, everybody. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. I'm feeling amazing in this cold of New York City, but still feeling amazing. I'm doing great. How about yourself? How you feeling?
It's not that cold yet, but just wait. You hold on. Maybe get your coats ready. Get ready. It's not like the island of Jamaica or Cape Verde, but tell us a little bit about your background, where you came from, and how you got into the music business and everything.
Yeah, as they know already, my name is Cosme. I'm from Cape Verde, tropical islands in the coast of Africa, West Africa. Actually, it's an archipelago. It has 10 islands. It's 10 islands. And, the weather is amazing. A lot of beach everywhere, beautiful people. I've been in the music scene since I am 15 years old. I took a couple of breaks. In 2014, I had big hits. I made big hits in my country. I was #1 in the TV station for like almost 6 months, the best #1 video, and then the tab radios. And since then, I've been building my career. And now I did some study, put more knowledge into it, certified as an audio engineer, start producing myself, mixing myself until the artist that I am today. And of course, the goal is keep improving and becoming better and better.
Beautiful, beautiful. So I know you can't even compare Queens to where you come from. The Cape Verde. I'm going to go to the Cape Verde Islands, right?
Yes, Cape Verde Islands.
Yeah. So how do you describe your music?
Yeah, my music, I would say, is urban music, Yeah. A little bit of everything. I like to make fusions. Like, I like hip hop. I like dancehall. I like R&B. So I just try to put a little bit of everything in one, and show my love to all of the gender of music. I would say
R&B R&B mixed with a little bit of drill.
Yeah, R&B. I do R&B with drill. I do like dancehall mixed with R&B and some kizomba from Cape Verde. A little bit of Afro beats. So it's just, each song that I do, I bring some different mixture, some different fusion.
And everybody loves to dance to it, right?
Yes. So far the feedback has been great, and I can say thank you, and I will keep working hard to keep bringing those hits.
There you go. What new music do you have on the way? Talk about what you have coming up and where you want to go from here.
Yeah, like in 2022 is a very, very important year for me, like I'm trying to escalate this thing to a whole new level. So far, I have 2 songs already on digital marketplace to come out.
Yeah.
But in 2020, in 2022, I will be focusing mostly to the international aspect of music, like dancehall, Afro beats, reggaeton, kizomba. I will bring a lot of those rhythms, but at the same time, I will be doing a lot of hip hop and drill. I keep my fans on that area as well happy. But I got a lot of surprises coming.
You got a lot of surprises coming? You got the names of some of your songs?
So far in my repertoire here, like sitting, I have like at least 50, I would say 50 to 100 songs that I have and put out. But like the ones that is already sure, I have Persona, I have Iced Out, I have some other songs that is like in Cape Verdean. There is no beef misted. It's a lot of tracks, man. But the one that is for sure is Persona and Iced Out. Those ones are ready to go.
Woo! And then you combined a lot of that stuff. You have the Afro beats, the R&B, and the drill. And
yes, man, I do everything.
And a little bit of reggaeton.
Everything. If it's music and you can hear it and feel it, I can hop on it. Like I accept the challenge. I accept the challenge. Any type of music. It can be any type of music.
So how has it been performing out there after COVID-19? Because you've been all over the place, and is it
trying to get back on my foot, right? Like so far, I had like a couple of performances, and I've been getting a lot of invitation.
Yeah. Now, which one makes the girls jump up and down and yell and scream and run after you when you're trying to get back to the car?
You're talking about the music? I mean, all of my music, like I have all of my music is love, but Far From Average is one of the ones that was that made a lot of noise, still making a lot of noise. Yet I got to be on the DTR chart, and 200 most songs played in the digital of that month. So that one is the one that is making a lot of noise.
Is that the one that you're most comfortable singing on stage? You throw down, you get like, yeah, all right.
And I feel comfortable with all my songs. Like as long as it's like it's my music. As soon as it plays, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
You ready?
I don't care. Yeah.
I have a microphone here. I was wondering if you can just give me a little touch of something.
Would you like me to sing something?
Yeah, just a little something.
Okay.
Ready? A 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm far from average, chasing money like I'm savage. I ain't talking about escudo or pesos. I'm all about that dollar. I'm trapping, I'm rapping, I'm saucing. So hood like a from South. Getting this cash like nothing. I've invested, now I'm seeing the profit. You know that I'm seeing the profit. I've invested and I'm seeing the profit. Hey,
there you go. All right,
you put me in the spot right now, man. You put me in the spot right now.
Cosme in the house. Yes, indeed. Cosme, where can we go to get your music? You have it on a website or social media? Talk about it.
Yes, you can find me on social media, Instagram, KOZ.me. You can find me in all of the digital platforms, the same name, KOZ.me. I'm in Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon, all of that. YouTube, you can go and check my video, Cosme, KOZME music, and you will see a little bit of my videos and everything.
Cosme in the house. Here we go. Here we go. Just throw your hands in the air.
Just like that.
Cosme, thank you so much. All right.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure being here.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you guys, for having me. I want to give a big shout out to Sandra. The one that put us together right now in this moment.
The Bouillon Foundation, Sandra DeCosta.
Yes. Sandra DeCosta, the Bouillon Foundation. Thank you very much. And also for the people that works behind me and support me, Ann Brown and all of the other ones.
Well, thank you so much, and have a happy holiday, okay?
All right, likewise, and happy holidays for all of you and your family.
There you go. Cosme, singer, songwriter, producer, thank you so much. We'll take a break right here. Bobby C, he's up next with the latest in the world of sports.
Never a Cowboy, Hall of Famer Mel Renfro joins us this morning. Mel, how's it going this holiday season? How are you?
Going pretty good. Been real busy. A lot of Thanksgiving stuff, a lot of Christmas stuff on the board. So it's been real busy around the Renfro house.
That's a good thing, I think, during the holiday season.
Well, yeah, in some ways, but that's when you have to stretch your budget a little bit because you got the grandkids and the toys and all that kind of thing. But it's a fun time of year. I'm looking forward to it.
No doubt about it. And definitely wanted to thank you again for spending a few minutes with us here this morning to talk a lot about your career and about a project that you're working on. And for our intro, I kind of stole that tagline from your book. I think it's impressive that you spent your entire career with the Dallas Cowboys. You've become synonymous with Dallas, all 14 seasons of your professional career there from 1964 to 1977. What kind of honor is that for you to be synonymous with America's team?
Well, these days, the players, it's all about the money. It's all about Hollywood. Of course, that sells tickets. But I appreciated the fact that I could spend 14 years with one team, play with the same guys every year. Our families got to know each other. Our kids got to know each other. That cohesiveness and the way Coach Landry taught football and taught the rules of life and how to live good. And, we put it together. I mean, we were some guys that watched each other's back and played very well. And we were in a lot of playoff games.
And you ended up winning 2 Super Bowls with the Cowboys. I think it's always impressive when we can have guests on the show that their accolades sometimes, especially as time passes. I say this oftentimes with a lot of the legends of the sport. It's easy to kind of forget about how great someone was. Your career was incredible pretty much from the outset. I mean, we're talking about your high school career, your college career, and of course your Hall of Fame NFL career. This morning I wanted to kind of give the fans at home a little bit of a background on you and talk a little bit about, just how incredible that career was right from the very beginning. And that actually started for you in high school. I mean, a 34-1 record and a couple of championships were almost, minutes away from winning another state title in high school.
That other game, we actually won that game. There was a bad call by the official. A flag was thrown on a punt return that they returned that was illegal. So we should have won that game too. So we should have been without any losses. But I loved football, loved track, 2 state championships in track, set numerous records. And boy, I tell you, my life was good. It has been good. And, I look back on all those things that I did with fond memories.
No, definitely some incredible stuff. I mean, and all of those great moments for you, they just continue at every level. I mean, for you to move on, of course, to the college days and to become a standout there, and then, of course, get drafted for the NFL. But so many different Hall of Fames for you. You're in the Oregon Sports Hall of Fame. You're in your own University Hall of Fame, the College Football Hall of Fame, the Cowboys Ring of Honor, and, of course, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Is there one that stands out the most for you?
Well, I'm in actually 10 Hall of Fames, and I guess the Pro Football Hall of Fame has to be the granddaddy because as a child, I remember 5, 6, 7 years old sitting in front of that TV every Sunday morning, watching those Jim Browns, White, Tittle, Lenny Moore, all those guys playing, and saying, "Wow, I'm just a little kid watching this stuff." And here you shoot 30 years later, 40 years later, and I'm sitting right there with them, being able to meet them, talk to them, and the fact that they admired me and my career develop and grow as it did. And things like that are things that never go away. It sticks with you. It's just a great time of your life and great memories.
And when you end up making the NFL, Mel, you could have been a star in the league as a running back. Of course, you went on to return kicks and punts, but you end up playing both safety and corner. And you had mentioned Tom Landry and just about how he had identified how incredibly fast you were and how it could really serve his defense really well.
Well, Landry was a remarkable coach. He left no stone unturned. When he set a game plan, it was set to stop the opponent both offensively and defensively. He dissected every move, every player, every slot. When I studied my opponent, well, I tell you, I knew my receiver better than he knew himself. If he blinked an eye, I knew what was coming next. And Landry prepared his players to have that mindset, and that's the reason that we were consistent winners, because of the lessons he taught us, and and that burn he put in us to win and do the right things.
You lead the NFL in interceptions in 1969, and that first 10 years of your pro career, all 10 seasons you made the Pro Bowl. That's a remarkable achievement in and of itself.
Well, and that was, and the reason I was so good, they stopped throwing the ball at me. I was getting interceptions here and there, and all of a sudden, fewer interceptions, less publicity. And actually, I was maybe my own worst enemy, but I was talented, and running track and played basketball, baseball, softball growing up. So I was a talented athlete, and God given those talents enabled me to perform at a very high level, and I just feel blessed for that.
I had read an interview that you gave where you said that, despite, of course, all the things that football gave to you in your career, that, there were some drawbacks, and a lot of it had to do with the physical punishment and the pain that you feel on a daily basis in a multitude of different ways. I know that in that interview you had said that you wouldn't change anything, and of course, happy that you had such an illustrious football career. But how difficult has it been to try to manage and mitigate some of those injuries just decades after being a professional player?
It's a brutal sport. It's a physical sport. It's a contact sport. You're gonna feel pain. You're gonna feel hurt. But I watch TV. I watch shows where people are not doing well. They never played sports at all, that are having problems, internal problems, they're sick, and they didn't play ball. And I feel fortunate that all my vitals are good. I suffer from some pain, but no pain, no gain, as my wife says when she gives me chores to do. So it's just a matter of loving the sport. And what I receive from it, I'll be touching 80 years old here in a few days, and man, I feel 25, I feel 30. So I just feel fortunate to have been able to play the game and play it for so long.
That was part one of our interview with NFL great Mel Renfro. Tune in next Monday for part two.
When taking public transportation, don't touch your phone. Carry hand sanitizer and use it immediately upon leaving the bus or train. Avoid touching your face. If someone is coughing or sneezing, move away. Wash your hands with soap and water as soon as possible. Limit contact with poles. If possible, avoid rush hour. Don't eat or drink on public transportation. Keep your bag off the floor or other surfaces. Avoid directly touching turnstiles. Stay up to date with the latest from your local health department and CDC.
We built a media network for you.
BronxNet TV.
Come learn in your new state-of-the-art studios at Lehman College.
At Mercy College.
And coming soon to the South Bronx in the Hub.
Inspire with your stories, culture, history.
Your Bronx on BronxNet.
Engage with us.
Connect with us at your channels and at bronxnet.tv.
Learn, engage, inspire. BronxNet TV.
From the Bronx
to the world.
BronxNet.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Doc Bob Lee. You are watching Open, and we are hoping that you're enjoying yourself. We got a whole lot in store for you. In fact, Jim Elliot is here. He's the founder and president of Diveheart. They help vets and adults with disabilities. Jim, how are you? Welcome.
It's great to be here. Thanks for the opportunity to share this story with your viewers and listeners.
Yeah. First of all, tell us a little bit about the organization and how it got started.
Yeah, Diveheart is a nonprofit 501c3. We're international, but we're based in the Chicagoland area, western suburbs. I'm a media guy, so I was with the Tribune WGN, helped start up a TV station for the Tribune Company, and raised kids. And my oldest daughter was blind from birth. So in the 80s, I got involved in downhill skiing. So I guided and taught blind skiers, and I saw it turn people's lives around, and thought, wow, if skiing can do this. You can only ski at certain times of the year, certain places in the world. I know what diving can do, because as a young journalist, I took scuba diving in case I ever met someone like Jacques Cousteau, right?
Oh,
yeah. So it's just another arrow in my quiver. But I said, I left a successful career to become a volunteer and start this nonprofit to do in zero gravity in pools and bodies of water around the world. Kind of building, yeah.
That's great, Jim. We love what you, Jim Elliot, ladies and gentlemen. We applaud you. Thank you for your service and thank that for all that you're doing in our community. How did you get involved with vets?
Well, my father was a disabled Army vet. And so immediately when I started Diveheart, I wanted to start doing something with veterans. I've been a Lion, a Shriner, I'm a Rotarian, so I've been in service a long time. And we've done things here in the Chicagoland area for vets, getting them coats or doing other service projects. So we've been involved with vets a long time. And sometimes we'll do very specific things for vets. We've trained all over the country, Camp Pendleton, Fort Knox, Fort McCoy, Fort Great Lakes Naval Base. So we train active military to help wounded warriors, and we also train veterans with disabilities.
Oh, thank you for your service. Tremendous work. So now you're celebrating 20 years.
Yes. Yeah, it's our 20th anniversary. I never thought it would be international, that's for sure. I thought it was going to be a little club thing, kind of like the skiing was. Yeah. But it just has taken off, and we do research with university medical centers all over the country. During COVID, it was crazy. We canceled 11 trips and 200 pool programs because one of our instructors got COVID and was on a ventilator for 12 days. And I said, well, I don't want to hurt any of our people. But out of nowhere, 5 occupational therapy doctoral candidates came to do their residencies with us. So we ended up getting all this research and these tools now that we use. Yeah.
So it has snowballed into this big thing within the 20 years, huh?
It really has. One of our biggest programs, believe it or not, is in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. This guy he runs through walls there. He gets more press than I do, which is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do people find out more about you? I mean, besides coming on to programs like this and we creating the awareness, how are you reaching out to people? Because there are a lot of people out there that probably need your help.
Absolutely. Way less than 1% of the population does scuba diving at all. And people with disabilities, I mean, diving is the last thing on their radar when, I have a spinal cord injury, let's go diving. They're just not thinking that way. Thank God for the internet, because people they're just doing searches and looking for adaptive scuba or scuba therapy. And we're the one that comes up like number one. That's how the doctoral candidates found us. They just did a quick search and we were top of the list.
Great. And you mentioned that during COVID, you had about 200 programs that you had to
200 pool programs in the U.S. That's where the heavy lifting is really done. We do trips to really give people experience and hands-on confidence working with people with disabilities, because we could train instructors all over the world, and if you don't give them experience and make them feel confident, they're not going to do anything with it, because they're intimidated by working with people with disabilities if they've never met somebody.
And I'm sure Diveheart has changed a lot of lives over the years. You're getting people really come back and want to participate or volunteer their services?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're volunteer driven. I'm a volunteer as well. I don't draw a salary. And I think that's an important leadership thing that I chose to do is to volunteer and not draw a salary. Some people start nonprofits just to pay themselves. And I just did not want to do that. But yeah, donors and volunteers and people come back to us. Some may drop out for a while because life gets in the way sometimes and they get busy, but we're always here for them. And I started teaching people with disabilities in '97 and incorporated Diveheart in 2001. And like I said, now we're all over the world.
And I heard that, all over the world. I heard that you had your first adaptive dive trip to Cozumel. Is it
It's COVID. Yeah, we just got back Sunday. And it was, we had 8 people with disabilities, 5 wheelchair users, 40 total divers. For every person with a disability, you need 2 to 3 people, highly trained people in the water to help them, to keep them safe. And, knock on wood, we haven't had any problems since I've been doing this. And it was a wonderful trip. Unfortunately, a couple people came back and tested positive for some reason, with COVID, but we think it was probably went off the reservation. They left the resort and all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah, that's hard to contain, but I continue to pray that, that we somehow get rid of it. But you're going to do a documentary based on some of the things that you're doing, right? Is that coming out soon?
Correct. We have a filmmaker from Los Angeles, David Marsh, who joined us with another cameraman. And so we had 3 boats and we had 2 training boats, and they were on both of those boats. And I've been blessed to have a lot of media coverage, but these guys really worked harder than any crew I had seen. They spent every moment that they could catching individual stories and testimonials and stuff. It's going to be out, I think, in January, he said.
That's great. Well, you make sure you contact our producers, Stephen, Jimmy, Yasmin, and let us know more. And you're welcome to come back on and be a part of what's happening and share that wonderful story. We would like to hear more.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Jimmy, where can we go for more information on what you're doing?
Well, our Facebook, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, Diveheart, diveheart.org. You could look for the Diveheart Foundation as well. We come up when you put that in. But our website is diveheart.org, and it's pretty easy. COVID gave us time to redo our website and our media kit. So if you look at our media kit, it's just wonderful. We've had several documentaries over the years. I've done 2 TED Talks, and it's with all the information, more information than you'd ever want to know. We've done 11 symposiums on adaptive scuba and scuba therapy.
Yeah, this is amazing. You've done a lot of research, and a lot of people are reaching out to you. Give us that website one more time.
Sure, it's diveheart.org. And it's funny, Facebook has been really good to us because Facebook doesn't charge fees. So if somebody were to make a donation on our Facebook page, we wouldn't have to pay credit card fees, which is even better than our own website.
Yeah, there you go. Jim, well, thank you so much. And we appreciate your service.
Thank you. We appreciate the opportunity to share our story.
Yeah. Jim Elliot, founder and president, Diveheart, helping vets and adults with disabilities. We appreciate you and we love you. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right. That about does it for us. I'm the Doc Bob Lee. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the chooser. Remember, whether you say you can or you can't, either way, you're right. I'll see you over 107.5 WVLS. We love you all. Peace.